Welcome back to The Art of Aging. I'm your host, Sherry Gibson-Walters, certified professional consultant on aging and founder of Harmony Caregiving. Today we're talking about something fundamental to how we approach caregiving, holistic health. Now, before you think this is just another buzzword, let me ask, what does holistic health actually mean to you? Is it just about seeing the doctor when something's wrong? Or is it about feeling truly alive, staying connected, and thriving at every stage of life? Today I want to take you on a journey through holistic care and how it transforms the way we age, why it matters, and what we can all do, whether for ourselves or for a loved one, to live a life filled with purpose, dignity, and joy. At Harmony Caregiving, we don't just focus on one part of a person's well-being, we look at the whole picture. Aging isn't just about managing physical health, it's also about mental, emotional, social, and even spiritual well-being. Research tells us that these factors are deeply connected, and I'll be honest, this isn't just something I've read in studies, it's something I've seen firsthand. Let me tell you a quick story. One of the most powerful moments I've experienced in caregiving was with a distinguished professor and doctor, a woman who had dedicated her whole life to shaping the future of medicine and education. She had incredibly high expectations, holding both her students and those around her to a standard of excellence. Even as she navigated the challenges of her condition, she remained a mentor to those who recognized the depth of knowledge she carried and were willing to learn from her. When we first began providing care, our team addressed her by her first name, as is often standard in home care and healthcare. But something felt off. As we learned more about her career and contributions, we realized just how much she had accomplished and how deeply she valued the title doctor. It wasn't just a part about recognition, it was a part of who she was, a reflection of a lifetime of dedication, knowledge, and impact. So we made a simple but meaningful change. From that day forward, we ensured that everyone from our home care agency addressed her as doctor. The difference was immediate. She went from hesitant and frustrated to engaged and trusting. She no longer resisted care. Instead, she began participating in it. And for our caregivers, the shift was just as impactful. They saw beyond her physical condition and recognized her as the brilliant educator that she had always been. Those who approached her with curiosity and respect found themselves learning from one of the best professors they had ever had. This experience reinforced something so important about caregiving. It's not just about meeting medical needs. It's about seeing the whole person, honoring their history, and acknowledging what truly matters to them. Sometimes a small change, like using a title, can restore a sense of dignity and identity, creating a connection that's meaningful for both the person receiving care and those that are privileged to provide it. At Harmony Caregiving, we've evolved to center our care around three core areas that research and experience show us are key to aging well. First, let's talk about physical health. When people think about health, this is generally the first thing that comes to mind. It's about making sure that mobility, nutrition, and chronic conditions are properly managed so that people can stay independent and active for as long as possible. That's why a personalized care plan that focuses on people thriving at home, wherever their home may be, is so important. For example, we helped one of our clients' sons integrate a holistic health practice called earthing or grounding, or some people might know it plainly as walking barefoot on the ground. Now imagine having permission to take our shoes off and walk around the grounds at a facility. He asked, and they were happy to allow us to do that, so we did. This same client also gifted the facility where she lived a Juice Plus vertical hydroponic tower garden. So we also had the opportunity to plant, water, nurture, and watch the plants grow day in, day out with her. This is a great example of how one son's commitment to holistic health transformed a community also. Here's something fascinating. A study published in Nature Aging found that participants who engaged in regular physical activity, even if concentrated over just 1 or 2 days, experienced significant brain health benefits and reduced risk of dementia and stroke. Exercise promotes better circulation, it reduces inflammation, and it supports brain plasticity. Now, brain plasticity is our brain's ability to form new connections and adapt over time. Just like a muscle strengthens with use, the brain strengthens when it's challenged with new activities. This helps maintain memory and cognitive function as we age. Aging isn't just about the body, it includes the mind and emotions too. Living holistically can look like incorporating engaging activities, cognitive stimulation, and emotional support. This is where we see the biggest transformations, when people feel seen and heard and are supported through life's transitions. In fact, research has shown that older adults who maintain social engagement and participate in meaningful activities experience higher emotional well-being and a reduced risk of cognitive decline. Social interactions stimulate the brain, reducing stress hormones like cortisol, and promotes neural connectivity. Now, why does this matter? Chronic stress triggers an excess release of cortisol, a hormone that in high levels over time can shrink the hippocampus, which is the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. This makes it harder to retain information and can accelerate dementia. On the other hand, neural connectivity, how well different parts of the brain communicate, keep mental function sharp. The stronger these connections, the better our ability to learn, to think, and to remember. And finally, one of the overlooked aspects of health is connection. Loneliness has been linked to higher risks of dementia and heart disease. So we work hard to keep people engaged in their communities, strengthen family connections, and create opportunities for meaningful relationships. A study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that older adults with more social connections had a lower risk of developing dementia, reinforcing that staying socially active is just as important as physical health. Strong social ties help regulate emotions, provide mental stimulation, and decrease stress, all of which are critical to aging well. I hope today's episode has given you a new perspective on what aging well truly means. Holistic care isn't just a service, it's a way of thinking about health that ensures people don't just survive, but thrive. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. Maybe it's a caregiver who's on the edge of burnout. Maybe it's someone who's feeling disconnected and needs a reminder that they deserve to live a fulfilling life at any age. And if you or a loved one could benefit from support tailored to the whole person, reach out to us at Harmony Caregiving. We're here to walk this journey with you. Thank you for spending this time with us today. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you next time on The Art of Aging. Carpe Diem. Seize the day.